going to be more of a rebuild year. And I thought Caden Salter actually showed you some signs of life for this offense. He did run the table at Liberty 2 years ago. He's fitting in. Pat Sherman, their offensive coordinator, has to figure out how to use him. Clearly, he's got pretty mobile. He's more mobile than Shador. He's got a little more comfortable in the passing game. But I actually feel pretty good about the way Colorado competed.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that last night said more about Georgia Tech, although they did try to give the game away in the first couple possessions. But what Haynes King delivers to this team, what he brings is a toughness and a grit that you cannot coach. He didn't have the best day passing the football, so what does he do? He takes control of the game with his legs. Listen, Georgia Tech is going to be a team that runs the football. Brent Key is a former offensive line coach. He was my O-line coach at Alabama. I know he has a dedication to running the ball. And when you have a quarterback like Haynes King that not only can run the ball well, run the ball like a running back, but who has toughness, who can take those hits and just continue to deliver in the biggest moments of the game, that is what's going to make Georgia Tech successful in games that are going to be close and games that they might not, on paper, maybe they're not supposed to win.
Yo, Danny, you said something in terms of Colorado about not panicking. Yes, it's week one, you shouldn't panic, but there should be a lot of concerns for Colorado, and here's why. The first 3 offensive drives for Georgia Tech were all turnovers. You only had 7 points. 1 first down in those 3 drives. Only 7 points, and you're at home. And then when you look at what they could not stop, 320 yards on the ground. They averaged almost 7 yards per carry. That defensive front looked like the first year for Coach Prime when he was there at Colorado, where they couldn't stop a nosebleed. So if you look at what we saw last night, every other opposing offense you see will do the same thing. And the crazy part about that game offensively for Georgia Tech, they didn't try to trick you.
Yep.
They ran down the teeth of your defense, play in and play out with their running backs and with their quarterback, and you could not get a stop, and you lost by 7. You had 3 turnovers in the first quarter. It's a lot that you can make right, but that was just a very, very alarming thing for me to see when you look at how the game played for 4 quarters.
B-Mac, you make a great point, because you're being coached by an Hall of Famer in Warren Sapp on the D-line, like somebody that has done it at the highest level for a very long time. The other concern for me for Colorado was clock management at the end. Like, it was awful clock management. You complete a pass, and then you don't call a timeout. You got 2 timeouts.
Use them.
Call a timeout right there and save it for the next plays. Like, I didn't understand that. I thought they cost themselves a chance to at least tie the game and extend it and go into overtime at the end.
That's where Deion, so he takes a lot from Bobby Bowden. Like, he played for Coach Bowden. He is a figurehead. Like, he doesn't get too involved in the minutia of game plans and game management. Last year, there were a couple overtime games. It looked like he wasn't certain how the overtime rules unfolded. Last night, even after the game, he didn't have a great explanation for that. He said, hey, well, we had some incomplete passes. Well, you didn't on that one.
Right. Totally
agree with you. It's an area that Deion needs to take a step forward.
And even if you're more of a manager rather than a head coach, right? I've been a part of coaching staffs that are like that and head coaches that are that way. Hire somebody that is up in the booth that helps you do clock management, so they can come over in the headset and say, Coach, this is where we take a timeout right here, right? Hire somebody. You have enough money at Colorado. Go get somebody that can help your coaching staff figure these things out.
I mean, Bama guys should know that. They had like 107 coaches on the staff there. They are the ones that originally did it.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, baby.